Welcome to the 32nd episode of the Creative Masterminds podcast.
Believe that.
You already know who you got in the house. You got Shawn Breeze in the house.
Cast Thrive, what's happening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 32nd episode, and we are very happy to be here with you guys to give you guys some real good game. We thank you guys for the love and support so far in our journey in this in this development of this podcast. We really do appreciate it. That was just like a sidebar. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. You already know how we do. Let's get into a week in review, and then we talk about the topic, the subject, which is commitment and being committed to your vision, being committed to your mission, and seeing it through no matter what, no matter if you come across naysayers or whatever. Just stay committed to your vision and your mission, and making sure that you reach the finish line whenever you done. So anyway,
to the finish line.
Yeah. It's a marathon. There you go. Okay. All right. So like I said, you already know how we do. We start with the week in review. So Cass, go ahead and start out with your week in review and tell them what you did this past week, what you got done and everything.
Yeah, man. Taking care of the fam, working at the gyms, doing my thing, training classes and all that. The boxing bell and such things like that. And also, just getting the mind right, renewing my mind, and staying in some books. The Art of Persuasion, I've been on that, which is it was a tight book. And,
Are you done?
Halfway there.
Okay, cool.
Halfway there. And so it's got a lot of good info and, point of view in there. So that and, man, just making sure that I stay in it, man, trying to stay committed and improve and all those things, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, dog.
Cool. For me, it's been a really busy week, man. I've been like getting things in order. My wifey's birthday is coming up. It will be tomorrow, actually. So I've been
Happy birthday.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday. By the time this drop, it will be your birthday. Happy birthday, baby. I love you.
For sure.
And so, I've been getting things in order, trying to make sure I put together this fire dinner for her. I'm gonna make some grilled chicken and some brisket. So we'll see how that goes. I never made brisket before, so it may not be fire, but I will.
Trying to get us hungry, man.
Yeah,
the viewers.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know how it came out or came out, whatever. But I'm pretty sure that it will be fire. So yeah, I've been working on that. Also been working on doing more and more jobs. I've been doing photography. Shout out to the homie named Patrick who allowed me to photograph him. And actually, he's the first person to ever photograph that was in a wheelchair. So that was a good experience and great experience. He's a very cool guy. And so we went to in Fort Worth near I think it's Magnolia Street, where they were actually having a festival at the time. And so we went down there and just did some dope photos, got some dope photos done with that. And so I'm working on that. Also just I got me a drone. That's one big thing for sure. I got me a drone, so I'm up here flying around the neighborhood spying on people. And so I'm getting into drone photography and also just drone video. So I'm just having a lot of fun in that. And with that I can say it's very important to invest in yourself and invest in in buying things so you can learn new skill sets. So I just went ahead to the leap of faith to invest in a drone because I believe that will bring more opportunities to me, like me doing more drone photography, like for real estate. And so, sure enough, a week later, I already got an opportunity at my door where they want me to do some drone photography for them for some construction on some houses. So, it's a real testimony, a real testament that, hey, man, if you're thinking about investing into something, invest in that thing. And so you can reap the rewards of that thing that you invested in. And so
take it to the next level, man.
That's for sure. And don't, anyway, I'm about to go down a rabbit hole, but anyway, that's mainly it. That's mainly it for sure. Just been really working, just trying to become more and more focused. I think I haven't really mentioned that. I have begun, however you say it, a sugar fast or fast in general, which has helped really instill more discipline in me. And I would highly recommend that. There's something that you kind of I don't want to say addicted to, but you lean on a little bit. Like for instance, I may get frustrated at times, and so I may go to Target to get some Talenti, some ice cream, pig out. But I decided to just stop that and just more so focus on just becoming very, very disciplined with myself, and it has really paid off really, really well. So yeah, man, fast if you think you are struggling with something discipline wise. So anyway, that's sidebars upon sidebars. Let's go ahead and get into the subject, which is commitment. staying committed to the goal, stay committed to your vision, your mission, no matter whoever says that it's not likely to happen or whatever. Just always stay committed to your goal and your vision. So, Cass, go ahead and tell me how ways. Oh, I don't want to say ways that you stay committed, but what this topic make you think of? Think of, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's real important, man. Like what you said about like, you know, maybe naysayers or people that say you know, negative things or try to or you know, set up roadblocks. That's a good thing. That lets you know that you're on the right track when you
Absolutely.
have people that are you know, saying, why are you doing this and all that? That means that you are probably on the right track, that you are separating yourself from the pack a little bit and going out on the limb, or you know, going out, putting yourself out there to achieve greatness or success. And that's the whole purpose, you know, of what we do in striving to push ourselves and, you know, use that gift or whatever it may be. That's the whole purpose of it, you know.
Cool. Yeah, 100% agree with that. I want to say that I forgot to really mention this before, that like the importance of commitment. I think we can really nail that down. Like, so with commitment, that means that if you're committed to something, that means that you believe in it. That means that you think it will work, that you will see it through no matter what.
Right.
And so, you know, with anything that you want to achieve in life, any type of goals, you have to believe that you can achieve those goals. You have to believe that you can weather the storms or the things that may possibly come that will deter you from achieving those goals. You need to make sure that you believe in something. So the thing is, if you're a person who struggle with commitment, that means that you really lack belief in yourself, in your and in your abilities. So that's really the importance of making sure that you are committed to something. And so if you have if you're a type of person, which I was kind of at a certain point, who would spread himself thin, trying to do way too much, trying to do like, okay, music, photography, video, all these different things at one time and not in a strategic way. You know, there was many times where I wasn't really fully committed to things. And so I realized recently that it's really better to just go at one thing at a certain time and then try to bring things in slowly but surely. But the most important thing that I did was commit to something first. So one thing for sure that I did, for sure after I left my job, was made a commitment to music, and made sure that I focus on music, and because music is like my very first passion. Music is my love. It's what I've been like in love with since I was a kid. And so I made my commitment to music, and I put everything else to the side, like photography and video and stuff, and made my commitment to music and investing my time into that. And now I'm starting to see the rewards and the fruits from that labor. And so now, after I made my commitment to music and I have built that up to a certain point, but now I'm bringing in photography and becoming recommitted to that, you know, because I was committed to that before. However, it was for the wrong reason. I really like being a thought with my photography, like for real, like just trying to like sell my services like a little thought with no value. And so and that ended up not really working well in my favor. So I had to chill on that, and then that's when I made the commitment to music. And so I just say all that to say that, hey man, commitment is essential to your growth. And commitment is it really shows that you believe in something, and you have to believe in something if you want to achieve something in life.
For sure, man. And that's focus. Like,
absolutely,
we have to focus our energy, you know, and that's a key point, you know, that you have to first, you know, choose what you want to be committed to, you know, and really within yourself, you know, have that battle within yourself. Like, okay, I'm going to go through this. I'm going to make sure I go as far with it as I can, get to the finish line and all that, no matter what happens, no matter who tries to stop me or what roadblock comes in the way. And you have to focus your energy towards that. And usually when we focus our energy towards something, you know, wholeheartedly like that, like you said, like believe in it with our heart and, you know, all of our being, then nothing can stop us, especially with the vision, you know, and such. So.
Absolutely. Oh, man, I hate when I do this. I have a thought, and then I just, like, the thought just goes away. Man, man. It's along the line of what you were saying. Man. Okay, all right. So yeah, man, commitment. So yeah, like that's what I was gonna say. Commitment. It's funny. The first thing, or I would say the first thing that actually showed me like the power of committing to something was actually when I decided to actually get into a relationship and actually put effort within the relationship. Like beforehand, I'll get into relationships, but I'll still be like my savage self. So in the streets and everything like that. But this time, of course, with wifey and everything, I actually made the effort. It was actually due to my homie because he actually made the effort himself with his lady, and I saw the benefits of that. And so my wife, you know what I'm saying, has been very important in showing me the power of commitment and actually staying in a relationship that you put love into. You put like you invest your time and your love and everything into this relationship, whatever. And then I see like the beautiful fruits of this, and then that really sent off for I would say a light bulb went off, I guess you could say, that made me realize that like it's very important to just commit to something. And so the reason why I bring that up is because me making that commitment, with the wifey and everything, kind of snowballed into other things where I started to commit myself to. That's when I decided to really commit myself to music. And that's when, I made my recommitment to photography and this type of thing. And so, or even, making the commitment to this podcast for sure. Yeah. And so, I say all that to say, if you're a person who struggle with commitment, start small. Start with one thing. Commit to something. Commit to one thing, whatever, and see it out. See it all the way through to the finish line, and see it to the point where you actually reap benefits and rewards from that commitment. And then you will see the true power of commitment, and then you will be able to take that mindset, that mentality, that energy, and to commit to something else. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's like with everything, man. I think like to make it easier, you just simplify it. You
True.
break it down. Like with working out, with a relationship, or whatever your goals are, simplify it, break it down to where it's manageable and where you can, inch your way, foot your way, whatever, take those steps forward. And, if you backpedal or whatever, you stay in it. That's what commitment's about. When you're committed to it, that means you're gonna press forward, you're gonna push, give your all until you reach that goal, and that means something. A person that does that, their character is on a whole nother level. A person can be trusted. You can a person can be relied on when they commit to something and they finish it.
That's true.
It's all about improving ourselves. That's what it's about. I truly believe that.
I really like what you just said about like starting small. Like whenever you feel like you're about to commit to something that's like super duper overwhelming to you, like just break that thing down to little bitty pieces. Like for instance, so I have my mission statement that I wanted to accumulate 200 billion, I think 542 million, 342.
Say it loud, man. Say it loud.
Let me see. 200 billion, 542 million, $342,444, right? So by the end of my life, which will be in 2091, so that will make me 105. And so, I'm doing, of course, that seems like an outrageous goal to most people because most people believe that you're in this life, you have to basically get old and get sick. But I don't believe that. I believe that if you take care of your body, and the body will take care of you, or you take care of your temple, everything will work out for you in your favor. So that's why I'm doing it right now. It's like a sidebar. That's why I'm doing it right now, just making sure that I'm taking the right herbs and nutrients or whatever and taking care of my body right now so I can reach that goal of living to at least 105. And so anyway, with that said, that 200 billion, that's a big hell of a goal, right? So that's my mission statement, but I do break it down like, all right underneath that, I have my to-do list of like my plan of what I'm gonna do to actually accumulate this a big amount of wealth. And so I break it down by month, and actually what I'm gonna do in the near future, I'm gonna do like the Avengers do, or like Marvel does with their movies. Marvel, they have a 5-year plan for their different phases of their movies. You know what I'm saying? And you see how well that works out for them. So I'm like, okay, they doing that. I need to do that for myself. I need to develop a 5-year long-term plan so I can make sure that I see the vision through. So like, all right, I got this big goal of 200 billion. Actually, so in my mission statement, I broke it down like, all right, I'm gonna get 200 billion, but by this time I'm gonna get so much of it. And then I would have a roadmap as to how I'm going to get it. And so like Cass says, man, it's very important. Like if you have something that you think is a bit overwhelming to you, break it down to little small pieces. It's really the engineering way, or really, I don't want to say engineering way, but that's actually what they taught us in engineering about, like, whenever a problem is too big, break it down to little small problems and solve them. So yeah,
It's
very
problem
intelligent.
solving right there.
Absolutely.
For sure. And shit, I just went blank.
It be happening like, 'cause you had like, okay, oh yeah.
Yeah, I had it too. I was about to. Oh, okay. When you was talking about the breaking it down and your mission statement,
Yep.
and whatnot. So I was listening to this cat Ron on YouTube, and he was talking about pretty much planning out your day, and don't start a day until it's finished.
Mm-hmm.
Don't start a week until it's finished. So before you start your day, have it already mapped out. Of course, it's subject to change and things will come, and you have to improvise and stuff like that. But don't start it until it's finished. And I thought that was
that's true.
Yeah, it was great.
That's fire. I actually learned something similar to that, or it's really the same thing. From reading this book that my old manager gave me. It was like a very important book that really kind of changed my mindset of how I should work and really changed my work ethic. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. But anyway, it's like having, like, most CEOs who are successful have laser focus. That means they take a task or have a task, whatever, and they take that task and see it all the way through. They commit to that task and see it all the way through until it's done, and they won't let it go until it's done. Like they're a crazy dog who gotten a ribeye piece of steak and they won't let it go because they're going to devour that steak. Like, that's how you have to be towards your goals and towards, like, your mission, your vision. You have to stay like a pit bull from South Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Very vicious. but like, you have to have that focus wherever on whatever you're trying to achieve and not let it go until it's done. And so, yeah, that's CEO stuff that you just mentioned about, like, just having that laser focus and making sure that, all right, any task that you get across your desk, you work on it until it's done. So I'm trying to be more like that for sure. I'm not as good yet. I would say for sure one thing I need to improve on is, like, so how I have my goals laid out. I have my goals like in monthly goals. And so what I thought about today was that I need to break it down to, like, weeks where, all right, so I have this month goals. And so also I need to break it down to, like, all right, this week I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I have started trying to plan out my days in my calendar where I set, like, certain time blocks to get things done. It has been very beneficial in making sure that I improve my productivity. And I would highly recommend you do that if you struggle with producing things and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Most definitely, man. And a thing that I've been kind of doing, and I think we kind of talked about it in a previous podcast, was chapter in the day kind of thing.
Oh, that's fire,
you know, where we you break it down maybe not each hour, but you just break down little chapters of the day. But lately I've been doing like during my coaching classes, I'll say win the round, because we break up like 8-minute rounds. 8 rounds, 3-minute rounds. So I'll say win the round, like at the end, that last minute left, like that's almost like the sprint time. I'll say win the round. This is time to go hard. Y'all know, get in it,
Yeah.
And I'll get on them and say win the round. So I find myself, like when I'm in it and just day-to-day life, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I need to get something done, or I'm kind of procrastinating, or I'm like, I really don't feel like doing this. Then I'll hear myself saying, like, win the round. It's time to show up, win the round, especially if it's something that's important.
True.
So I think that's a great thing to use to help with commitment, is win the round and where you're at now. Don't worry so much about the future. I mean, plan it out, but if it doesn't happen the way you planned it or whatever, which a lot of the times it won't, win the round, win now, win right now. Push yourselves right now, seize the day, win the round right now, what's in front of you. Because if you're not winning right now, which is the present, then how are we ever going to win? Because we're always living in the present. So you got to win right now,
That's super fire, because that made me think about, like, of course, like the context of a whole fight. Like usually fights have like 12 rounds. Right. And so, like, 12 rounds. And so see that 12 rounds as like your end goal or where you want to get to, whatever. So now you got to make sure that you put your work in each round I know Cass can probably do the better boxing motion than me, but you put your work in each round, and then that will accumulate. Like, all right, you get so many different points, and then at the end you get your TKO or whatever. And so yeah, that's like a hell of an analogy to say that, yeah, man. Take, you got this big goal in mind that you want to, that you are going to commit to. You want to see out, break that thing down to little small rounds, little pieces right then and there that leads up to that KO.
Yeah.
And then boom, yeah, you good to go, man. That's pretty fire, man. You need to coin that, trademark that, and put that on a t-shirt.
Shit, yeah.
That's fire.
As you said it.
That's fire for real.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything else you want to add on to like commitment and staying committed to the vision and goals and seeing things through?
Yeah, man, it's within all of us. It's not easy, and life, is worth living because of challenges and overcoming, and that gives us character, overcoming these things. So it's within us. We just have to put ourselves out there and in position to win and complete our missions and our visions and our goals and all that. But we have to do that intentionally. We have to intentionally be committed. We have to intentionally stay in it when we're not feeling like it that day, or when something happens, a flat tire or whatever.
Yep.
We have to intentionally stay in it and win the round and win those rounds. The whole goal is to win the rounds.
Yeah.
That's what I be telling them, like, hey, we win every round. I'd be, they have to give me.
Yeah, I'm about to say, go ahead, go off. We gotta go off.
Yeah,
go off. Okay, I'm about to say, like, you gotta have that fighter mentality for real, like through the thick and thin, like whatever, no matter what happens, like you said, like you get like you going towards somewhere and you get a flat tire, like, all right, let me hit up an Uber or something like that, and let me complete the mission first, and then I can take care of the mishap that happened on the way there. But you gotta stay committed, man. You gotta have the focus of like, really, by any means necessary, this is going to get done. And like the late great homie Nipsey Hussle said, it's a marathon. And so I always keep that in mind, that, hey, man, you got to stay focused, got to keep working, keep driving. Not driving, but just keep going, keep working, stay committed to it, and just see it all the way through, and then you will get your rewards. And the thing is, once you will be so happy and so proud of yourself when you get that reward, because you realize all the things that you went through to get to that reward, and all the growth that you all the growth that happened on the way to you getting to that reward. It's gonna be so fulfilling, I would say, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's the way you should really live your life, and that's the way I live my life, for sure. And I believe people should live their life that way. So yeah, man, you gotta stay committed like a fighter and really just stay in and just get to it, no matter what people say, no matter what hate, anger, whatever. If I'm gonna take it to the spiritual world, to the spiritual world, to the God world, because for me, God gave me my vision, God gave me my mission, and it's on me to complete it. At the end of life, I imagine that I'll be sitting right in front of God, and God say, "Hey, man, I gave you this vision, I gave you this mission. Why didn't you complete it?" Well, because so and so said that they would say X, Y, and Z. You can say, "Oh, okay, so you don't believe in me?" Well, if God said that to you, like, damn. So with that, so that's my mindset. That's my mindset. Like, all right, you know what? No matter what, I gotta have received the vision, the mission. I'm gonna stay committed to it, and do it or die trying. So, because I don't want to come across that day where I speak to the Most High, and the Most High is like, "You didn't believe in me." So sad. So anyway,
right. And the thing is, if not you, then who?
Yeah.
Because the visions that all of us have, nobody else has that vision. That certain way you see things, that perception, that perspective, the way you were brought up, the way you were raised, the things that you went through in your past. Nobody else. You. So if not you, then who?
It's true.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Facts. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that as well. I'm about to say, like, yeah. All right, I'll leave it at that.
Get
as
it.
well. No, but yeah, I'm gonna say, like, yeah, because your vision is supposed to be different. I'm not sure why. I thought for a long time that my vision is supposed to be similar to some other person. Like, no, my vision, my route, my way to my goals is supposed to be different, unique to myself, because I have a unique experience. I may have similar experience, or I may meet people who have similar experiences, that like occurrences that had happened in their life, but they never had my life experience. So just take that, like, your route is supposed to be different. You're not supposed to be on the same route as somebody else's. Your route is your route. Focus on your route and finish your route like you're a postman or something like that, or so, whatever. And so yeah, man, that's all I got for that. So anything else we can add to the people, add for the people? I'm
hey man, y'all stay committed out there, positive.
Yeah,
let's get it done, man. Let's move forward. Let's create our visions, make the world better. When everybody's in alignment with where they should be and living fulfilled lives and all that, the world is a better place. It makes it better for our kids and the future.
Facts.
And us right now, we're supposed to be paving the way for the next generation and the generations to come. So
facts, super fast. Yes. Super Duper Fire Podcast, the Creative Masterminds Podcast, 32nd episode. And so, Cass, go ahead and give out your socials.
CAS_THRIVE and the Boxing Bell on IG and Facebook. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, for me, ShawnBreeze.com. First and foremost, get some beats, get some video footage of us killing the game with the podcast, and also check out the photography. OG Shawn Breeze on Twitter, Facebook, and Shawn Breeze, of course, on Instagram. Hit me up. I'm trying to put more content, I'm trying to put more of my face on the screen. I realized that I've been kind of like in the shell to a certain degree. I would say I was low-key hiding, like trying to put other people's content, but I'm like, nah, man, I'm super duper fire. Let me put more of myself on the screen. So I'm doing that more. And so, yeah, man, follow us, the Creative Masterminds on Facebook. Facebook is popping. YouTube, SoundCloud, and all that jazz. I think that's it. And so, yeah, man, this has been the Creative Masterminds Podcast.
32.
Yes, sir. And we are out. Peace.
Holla.